Hi, and welcome to another live session. My name is Linda from ITTT, and I'm back again this week. Who would have thought? No, but we're pretty consistent with our live events. So we are going live twice a week, me one time, and then my colleague Lisa one time. And so happy to be here today. Guys, let me know if you can see me, if you can hear me, and also where you're watching from. Just drop in a hi, watching from so-and-so into the comment section. That would be really, really great. And um, I'm super excited to be here again today. Normally I go live on Fridays, Friday morning in South Korea. I'm in South Korea, but today I'm going live on Thursday because we are actually going into the Lunar New Year holidays over here. So after this, I have to actually go and head to my in-laws, and we have to do a whole bunch of Korean rituals for the ancestors and all that good stuff for the Lunar New Year. We're welcoming the Year of the Ox. I don't know if you celebrate the Lunar New Year where you are. Let me know if you do. That would be really interesting. But leave a hi into the comment box so that I know that you can see me, that you can hear me, that everything is hooked up correctly. I'm using this mic again. And also, if you're listening to this as a podcast episode, thanks so much for the download. We really appreciate it. We always turn our live events, our live sessions into audio-only format as podcasts. And you can download them. You can find them on all major podcast platforms like iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, all those good places. So I see that a couple of people are already joining. That's great. Thanks so much for joining, guys. And just leave a hi in the comment section so that I know that you can see me, that you can hear me, that everything is working well, because so far I haven't got any response. So I'm not sure if it's working. But I hope so. Let me know, guys. I'd appreciate it. Just somebody, please say something. But until we're waiting for some kind of response, let me just tell you guys what today's topic is. You already probably seen it in the title, but today we're basically talking about 10 questions you need to ask before enrolling in a TEFL or TESOL course. So what you need to look out for, to make sure you get the best course that fits your personal needs and all that good stuff. So that's what we're doing today. I also prepared a visual presentation for you guys that I'm just gonna add in a minute. But please, guys, don't forget, as always, to like and subscribe. So that you don't miss any of our live sessions in the future. And also, we share a lot of good stuff on our Facebook page, anything from job offers, teaching jobs all over the world or online, or teaching materials. We also share, our blog posts with really great information from grads and all of that stuff. So I highly recommend you check it out. You give it a like and you subscribe to our YouTube. Same there. We share new videos almost every single day. So look out for that. Also on Instagram, we are also over there at International Tefl Training. You can find us there. And there's also so something's different this session. If you watched before, maybe you noticed something different here. Hold on. How do I make it work? This is so weird because it's mirrored. Anyway, here we go. Here. Here we go. 30% off. So normally we always share a 30% off link at the end of the session, but some people are busy. they can't watch until the end, and I get it. We all have lives. We can't just sit there and maybe watch a live for an hour. That's okay. So anytime during the live, you can just scan this QR code over here and you'll get a 30% off discount of any TEFL or TESOL course. Okay, so check that out. Anytime during this live, you can scan it, and I'm also going to drop a direct link to the discounted page in the comment section later on, but now you can just scan this and you'll get a 30% off discount. That's my special gift to you. Okay. Yeah, I think I need to check if the comments are working because I still haven't got any comments. Let me just make sure that maybe it's not connected or something. I have no idea. Okay. So it seems to be connected. But yeah, please, somebody leave a comment just to make sure that it is working. Or let me just leave a comment from my phone just to make sure, extra sure that it's working. Just a hello. Let's see if that's going through. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay, so it seems to be working. So at any time during this live, you are free to just ask your questions about teaching abroad, teaching online, teaching anywhere, TEFL, TESOL, all of those things. You can ask me questions at any time. So please do that. And yeah, there's also a Q&A section at the end that you can also ask questions, but feel free, to just keep the questions coming anytime during the live. That is no problem at all. All right, finally I got a hi. Hi, thanks Shinta. I hope I pronounced the name correctly, but yeah, thanks so much for throwing in a hi. So we are actually live on Facebook and on YouTube at the same time. So wherever you're watching from, thanks so much for tuning in. I know maybe a lot of people, especially now in Asia, are on Lunar New Year holiday. Shinta, where are you watching from? Let me know. And let me know if you celebrate the Lunar New Year, because I just mentioned a little bit earlier that I will be heading to the in-laws to the Korean countryside after this live, and I have to, do a couple of Korean traditions and rituals for the ancestors and stuff like that. So that's always fun. It's something very, very different that we don't do back home where I'm from. So it's very interesting. Hi, Juliana. Thanks so much for joining in. Juliana is almost always here every week. Thanks so much for the support from Illinois. And yeah, your family also celebrates the Lunar New Year. Awesome. 새해 복 많이 받으세요. Thank you. And 신년快乐. Or what is it? 신춘 快乐. Awesome. Great. All right. And Shinta is from Indonesia. Awesome. I love Indonesia. I've only been to Bali so far, but I really want to head back. There's so many amazing islands in Indonesia that I want to just go everywhere, especially now because I've been in Korea over a year, as we've all been probably, we can't really travel. So you just kind of feel stuck a little bit. And yeah, I'm dreaming about Indonesia a lot these days. Hema, hi, hello, thanks for joining. Ednei, I hope I said it right. Ednei from Brazil, awesome, hi. Then we have Hassan, hello, I did a certificate with ITTT, so can I get a job with it from Algeria? Hi. Yes, so we do have lifetime job support, so you can just hit us up, at our email address, courses@tefltesol.com, and then we can help you with lifetime job support. Sure. All right, and Hema is in the UK. Awesome. What time is it over there? It's late, isn't it? 2 a.m., 1 a.m.? Thanks so much for staying up late for watching this. That's awesome. Okay, guys, so today we're talking about 10 questions that you need to ask before enrolling in a TEFL or TESOL course. So just to make sure that you get, the right course that you need for your teaching goals, for your career goals, and all of those things. So that's what we're talking about today. And we have Gwendolyn back here. Hi, Gwen, from Malaysia. Yeah, you also celebrate Lunar New Year then, right? Okay, awesome. Are you already off? A lot of people are already off on Lunar New Year vacation. In Korea, today and tomorrow is a holiday, so we sort of have like a long weekend, which is really exciting. But I'm still here, so I don't get off. Well, I'm happy to be here though. I always enjoy it. Okay, so let me add my, visual, and then I'll be small, I'll be over here. And let me get rid of this banner. All right, so this is today's topic, and like I said, as always, feel free to keep your comments coming. I'm always interested to know, what you're thinking about what I'm talking about, if it makes sense, if it doesn't make sense, just let me know at any time, and then we take it from there. So yeah, 10 questions you need to ask before enrolling in a TEFL or TESOL course. And maybe quick question, who here has already completed a TEFL course? Who's currently taking a TEFL course, and who's thinking about one but hasn't started yet? Let me know in the comments. That's also very important so that I know what I need to focus on in this presentation. So let me know who has already completed one, who's currently taking one, and who is thinking about taking one but hasn't started yet. Let me know, and I'll have a sip of coffee meanwhile. I know that there's a couple of people who probably have already taken one, and a couple of people who are thinking about it. But it'd be interesting to know how many. What's the percentage? I just love coffee in the morning. I mean, who doesn't, right? Who doesn't? So there's always a delay, I have to say. There's always a delay on the lives, between me talking and then you actually seeing it. There's about a 20-second delay, which is actually quite long. So when I'm asking a question and I'm waiting for answers, there's this awkward gap in between that I need to fill with something. So that's what we're doing right now. But okay, now the answers are coming in. So Moses is saying, I am taking TEFL classes right now. Awesome. That's really good. Great. And he also says, how have you been? I've been pretty good. I'm ready for the Lunar New Year. I always love Lunar New Year, so it's very exciting. But obviously it's very different this year. You can't really celebrate how you normally would, but I mean, we're all going through the same thing. It's probably the same everywhere. So yeah, but still, it's exciting. How have you been, Moses? How have you been? Nadine says she completed a TEFL course, but thinking of taking another specialized one for young learners. Great. Awesome. That's always a good idea. I also took the first one that I took was the 120-hour course. And then I also took all of the specializations because, why not? They're so great to have. They add on to your professional portfolio. They're just great. All right, then we have Mehreen from Pakistan. I hope I didn't butcher your name. I'm so sorry. Awesome, Pakistan. Thanks for tuning in on YouTube. Great. Okay. So a couple of people already finished it. A couple of people have finished and are thinking about taking more courses. That's great. All right, then let's jump right in. And yeah, always I do is sort of like a introduction about myself. I know for people who've already been here a couple of times, it probably gets kind of boring, but we have a lot of new people every week, so I also just want to include those that don't know me. So my name is Linda Dunsmore. I'm a travel writer and content creator under the name Linda Goes East. You can find my personal website at lindagoeseast.com. And on social media at Linda Goes East. So if you're interested in living and working and teaching in Asia, in China, in Korea, all of those places, feel free to reach out. You can always direct message me, no problem at all. I'm originally from Germany at the USA, so I have actually dual citizenship. My mom is German and my dad is American, so I sort of grew up in both places. And now I'm based in South Korea for the past, it's going to be 6 years soon, so a while, and I've really enjoyed it here. And then I'm also a Tefl and TESOL marketing professional at ITTT, the International Tefl and TESOL Training. You can find us at teflcourse.net and on Instagram at International Tefl Training. Please check it out if you're on Instagram. Give it a follow. We're really trying to grow our Instagram. We have a ton of followers, subscribers on YouTube and on Facebook. So if just a tiny percentage of them came over to Instagram and gave us a follow, it would mean so much to us. And ITTT is a leading Tefl and TESOL course provider worldwide. So that's what this is about. And so just moving on, and I have a couple of more questions or answers, actually, responses to my questions. So Moses says, glad to know I have been great. Can't wait to complete my TEFL and start looking for opportunities abroad. Thanks for asking. Cheers. Yeah. I mean, I've already seen you a couple of times in my lives, and I appreciate it so much. People coming in here regularly. It means so much to me. So thanks so much for being here, taking the time. It's just awesome. And all the best for your job search. Like I mentioned a couple minutes ago, we have lifetime job support. So just reach out to us and we can help you find a position that, fits your needs, preferences, portfolio, anything like that. Shinta, I've taken TKT, but not for TEFL. Anyway, which one is better or what's the difference? TKT, I feel like, what's TKT? I'm like, it's early in the morning. I feel like my brain's not working. Because we, usually in our industry, we would talk about TEFL or TESOL. There's also CELTA. TKT, we have CTBE, which is a certificate for teaching business English, certificate for teaching English to young learners, CTEYL, things like that. But TKT, I'm not quite sure what that stands for. If you could elaborate, then that would be great. Oh, awesome. Then we have Mujahid. I hope I said that right. From Pakistan. Thanks so much for tuning in. Awesome. A lot of people from Pakistan. Awesome. Great. Okay, so let's get started with question number 1 of 10 questions that you need to ask before enrolling in a TEFL or TESOL course. First question. Question number 1. So you should ask, are the TEFL or TESOL courses accredited and do they meet international standards? That's pretty much one of the most important things with any certification, really, right? When you take a test or an exam, a certification, you need it to be accredited, right? Or valid. So that's the same with any TEFL and TESOL course. And believe it or not, with so many different providers out there, some of them are actually doing, their own sort of internal accreditation and things like that. So there's no one like standard in the TEFL industry, so it can be a little bit difficult to figure out, which one is the best. So you want to look out for accreditation bodies. For example, the ones that I've listed here, you have the Teacher Training Council, you have OTTSA, which is the online Tefl Training Standards Agency, or Online Teacher Training Standards Agency. Don't quote me on that. I think it's Online Teachers Training Standards Agency. I should know that. But yeah, you can look it up. So that's one. That's a big one. And then also the College of Teachers, for example. So anytime you see any of those accreditations, you can be sure that the courses meet international standards and are valid all over the world. And basically, IITTT has all of these accreditations. So IITTT's TEFL and TESOL courses are internationally accredited, valid all over the world. So you can be sure that if you take a course from IITTT, that they meet international standards. All right. Okay, so TKT, the Teacher Knowledge Test from Cambridge. Interesting. I haven't heard about that one before. Let me write that down. Teacher, and then I'm going to look it up. Teacher Knowledge. So is that also for teaching English specifically, or just teaching anything? Interesting. Okay, Cambridge. TKT. See, I learned something new. That's why I like those lives and engaging with you guys, because we learn from each other and it's just great. So I'm going to look that up, and then I can help you, figuring out which one is best for you. So, hi Sonam. Thank you. Good to see you too. How are you doing? I hope you're fine. Okay. So, back to the accreditations. So that is the first thing that you need to look out for. Make sure that, the TEFL course provider that you're choosing has accreditations. Usually, they should be visible on the website, like on ITTT's website. If you check it out, teflcourse.net, you see one section at the top bar of the page where it says accreditations or affiliations. And if you click on that, you can see all the different accreditations and affiliations that we have particularly. But that's what it should look like if you go for a different provider as well. Again, let me just mention the QR code that you see in the upper right corner. Feel free to just grab your phone, scan the code at any time, and you get a 30% discount off any TEFL or TESOL course. I'm also going to share a direct link to that discount in a minute. So at any time you can just scan that and then get a discount. Just want to throw that out there so we don't forget. All right, so moving on. Question number 2 that you should ask before enrolling in a TEFL or TESOL course: what services are included in the course price? And that's very important. That's a very, very important question, guys, because we get this question quite a lot, or I get this question quite a lot as well. When people reach out to me personally and they're like, hey, I found this $20 TEFL course on Coupon or Groupon or whatever the sites are. Why is this good? Why are your courses like over $100 and this one's just $20? This is why. The services that are included. So the cheapest course, it's kind of like a budget airline. That's how I always like to compare it, like a really cheap airline, right? When you take a really, really cheap airline, the ticket price is super cheap, but then you need to pay for literally any other service extra, right? You need to pay for your luggage, you need to pay for food, you need to pay for water, you need to pay for printing out your ticket, you need to pay for, the luggage tag, literally anything else you need to pay for. So at the end, it actually turns out to be quite expensive. And that's kind of similar what those really cheap Groupon, Coupon TEFL courses are. They don't have anything included. And so if you compare that with a high quality TEFL course where they have high quality materials that includes like stuff that you can print out, lesson plans, lesson materials, games, activities, all of that stuff that you can print out, and you can literally make a huge folder like this. After your course, you have this huge folder of materials that you can use in your entire teaching career after that. Or you have like a good base of stuff that you can use after you graduate and then you start teaching. So that's one thing, high quality materials. Then also support during the course. So when you buy a $20 or whatever much Groupon TEFL course, there's not really any support. There's nobody you can ask for anything, nobody you can reach out to, nothing. A good quality TEFL course, always has a support team that you can reach out to. Our courses, they always come with a tutored or non-tutored option. So the tutored option is even more support. There's a tutor that you can always reach out to, that you can ask questions at any time directly. This tutor is only there for you. So that's the support. And obviously, if you have technical difficulties, you can always reach out to us at any time. You can call us, you can email us, you can reach out to us on social media, all of that stuff. And then also, obviously, a very, very big one is job placement assistance. So with any good quality TEFL course, should include job placement assistance in any way. So for example, at ITTT, we offer lifetime job support to all ITTT course graduates. So that goes until for the rest of your life, right? Even if you take a TEFL course right now and then you're not really gonna teach for the next year, 5 years, 10 years, doesn't matter. Even after 10 years, you can still reach out to us and be like, hey, I'm an ITTT course grad. Please help me with finding a job here, or a job online or whatever. So also we work with a lot of different, schools around the world, TEFL recruiters, recruitment companies, agencies, online providers, all of that stuff. We have a lot of different partners who specifically hire ITTT graduates because they know our courses, they know the value, they know the quality, and so they handpick our grads for their jobs, for example. So those are 3 main things that you need to make sure that your TEFL course has before enrolling. So those are the most important services, I would say. High quality materials, the support during the course and after, and job placement assistance. All right. Again, please feel free to keep your comments coming. Also, if you have any additional ideas, anything else you want to add to that, feel free to do that. Yeah. So then let's take a look at question number 3. Okay, so another important question you need to ask before enrolling in a TEFL or TESOL course is who teaches your TEFL courses? And that's specifically for, in-class courses or Zoom courses where you have a actual teacher trainer that you're working with. So you need to make sure that, you know who are they? What's their background? What are their qualifications? Are they qualified? What's their teaching experience? Do they know what they're doing? Things like that. If they, can't tell you, then that's probably a bad sign. So, yeah. And also your tutors, obviously, like I mentioned, ITTT courses have a tutor, so also ask about the tutors. Who are the tutors? Pretty much any TEFL or TESOL course provider, they should have a whole team of people who have been through the same exact thing that you want to go through, right? So the team should be people who have worked abroad, who have, taught fellow teachers, who lived abroad, who basically enjoy the same things that you enjoy, so that they can provide you with the most best feedback, because they've been through the exact same thing. So that's an important thing to look out for. Who are the teachers, who are the trainers, and ideally, especially the in-class centers, they would have on their website, these are our trainers, and then like a little resume of them, or like their little, like about their career experience and stuff. So that's something you definitely need to look out for. Now, the next one I really like. So question number 4. Question number 4 is 3 questions, or actually more than that. So, can I get a job and a work visa as a US citizen to teach English in Italy? Where can I earn the highest salaries? Do I need a degree to teach English in China? Blah, 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 blah. So all of those things. All of those specific questions, any TEFL or TESOL course provider needs to be able to answer. All right? And if they just say yes, 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 yes to all of those questions, that's also a bad sign. So they need to be honest with you, because, for example, can I get a work visa in this and this and this country? It always depends on your personal nationality, your background, and all of those things. So a good TEFL course provider shouldn't just promise you or make promises. They should also be honest and upfront with you, and they should be able to answer all those questions, because also those regulations, they change frequently. So we at ITTT, at any TEFL course provider, we need to be up to date. We need to inform ourselves, about all those changes. Especially countries like China, they change their regulations all the time. When I was working in China a couple years ago, a TEFL course was not a requirement for getting the work visa there, but now it is. So changes like that are huge in the TEFL industry, and every TEFL or TESOL course provider needs to know those things. So if you're asking questions to the provider of your choice and they are not able to answer them, that's a bad sign. Right? So just keep that in mind. And, don't be afraid to ask questions. We have a big team at ITTT, and maybe some of the questions that I don't know, my colleagues will definitely know. The people who are in charge of, the student recruitment and things like that, they know a lot more than I know, actually, to be honest. So we all work together, So feel free to just call us up or send us a message on social media or an email and ask your specific questions. There's no stupid question. And because it's a big decision, right? Teaching, going abroad, or whatever, like a career change, it's such a big change, big step, and we know that, and we want to be there with you along the way. So yeah, that's what we're here for. All right. Question number 5. Yeah, that's also very important. So do you provide job assistance? Kind of, we already talked a little bit about that. So you need to make sure that you know that the course that you buy, does it include job assistance or not? And some TEFL course providers, they will actually ask you to pay for job assistance. So some of them, they have like job placement programs, and you need to actually pay and then get a job, but that's usually more like an internship. If the timing would be limited, you might be able to work there for like 6 months, and then that's it. And that's what they do, right? You pay for it, but it's not a long-term solution. It's not a long-term career, basically. So what they do, they try to take advantage of that and always get, new interns for like a 6 months period a lot of time. Not always, but a lot of times that's what happens. And you need to pay for it, or they charge a ridiculous amount of money for, just job assistance in general. But at ITTT, for example, we offer lifetime job support that is completely free. Okay, that's included in the course fee. You don't have to pay for any job placement, nothing like that. We also help you in writing your teaching resume and cover letter. We also provide like help for teaching interview prep, because a lot of interviewers for schools, they will ask you to actually hold mock lessons. So they ask you to like, oh, can you teach a 20-minute class about this and this and this topic? And so that can be quite daunting, right? Because you're like there and then you need to teach your potential like bosses or colleagues something, and that can be really scary. So we also have a couple of resources, about that. If you tell us, hey, they want me to teach a mock lesson about this and this and this, we can help you. So those are all things that you need to look out for before enrolling in a TEFL course, to make sure you know exactly what you're getting into. Are you getting job assistance or not? Do you have to pay for it, or is it free? How long does it last? Some TEFL companies, they have a limited time on their job support. So it might only be good for a year or something like that. But at ITTT, lifetime. Even like I said, if you don't teach for 5 years, you don't teach for 10 years, doesn't matter. You can still come back to us and be like, hey, I'm an ITTT grad, please help me. And we're like, yeah, sure. So yeah, job support is a big one. Definitely look out for that. All right. Moving on. Question number 6, also very, very important. And let me take a sip of coffee meanwhile. Okay. Always when I'm like halfway through my lives, I feel my throat kind of losing it, but yeah, I'm still here. I'm okay. So question number 6 to ask before you enroll in a TEFL or TESOL course: can I see alumni reviews? That is a very good way to gauge, the quality of a TEFL course company, looking at reviews. And actually, you should have added one more here. So those are really good sites to look for reviews, genuine reviews, especially Trustpilot and reviews.io, because what companies will do, and we're also doing that, we send out review requests to our graduates. And then because we sent them out directly to our graduates, they are verified. So Trustpilot and reviews.io, they will actually make sure that the people that are reviewing the service or the product or the TEFL course are actual graduates. So you can be sure that when you look at those two sites, that the reviews are real. They're from real people, from real course graduates. So those are two really great sites to look at before enrolling in a TEFL course, to make sure, check out what the people are saying, and stuff like that. And also check not only what the people are saying, the reviews, but the responses that like from the company. So do they respond? Do they not respond? How do they respond? If they don't respond, I would also say that's a bad sign. Seems like they don't really care. So you want to make sure that they have a lot of reviews, a lot of good reviews. What are the people saying? And then the responses. Are they responding to the reviews that they receive? And especially to the negative ones, right? But also to any review. And then we also have Google reviews. So that's another good one to check out for reviews. And then also, actually, I forgot to add that here, the Facebook page, Facebook pages all have a review function, and you can also check that out. And then you can, if you have further questions, you might even be able to reach out to any reviewers directly over Facebook and ask like them questions. Obviously don't like spam people, but like that would be one idea. If someone's like, hey, I took the course and now I'm teaching in Argentina, and you really want to go to Argentina, then you could like reach out to this person perhaps. So that's why Facebook is also a really good resource for gauging the quality of a TEFL course provider. And like social media in general. I mean, I always check out social profiles from companies, before I purchase something, especially, depending on how much it is. But if you see like they're active on social media, that's always a good sign, right? So I recommend that. What about you guys? Do you check any of those sites? I'd be curious to know. I'm curious. So do you check Google reviews? Do you check Trustpilot? Do you check reviews.io? Do you check Facebook page reviews? Please let me know in the comments. Or is it just me? I mean, I don't really use Trustpilot or reviews that much, I would say. Depends on maybe the service. I definitely Google them. And I think social media. I use social media a lot for getting an idea of the quality of a product. But obviously you can't always really tell on social media because they always obviously show you what they want you to see, right? But like comments, on posts and stuff. But yeah, let me know. Do you use any of these review sites before you make a purchase? Let me know. Meanwhile, let me get the discount link, actually. Okay, so Moses says, yes, I do. I just Google to find out what people think. Okay, great. Yeah, or I mean, you can just Google, like, right? For example, ITTT reviews, and then probably all of those will pop up. Trustpilot reviews, Facebook, whatever. And then you can pick and choose, right? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I think reviews are definitely important nowadays. Okay, I'm just gonna share this 30% off link into the comment section real quick, just so that we have it. And if you are watching on a mobile device or you can't scan the QR code up there right now, then you can just click on the link. I'm gonna share the link later on again before I head off, and then we go from there. All right, Moses, cool. Moses says ITTT has some good reviews, which is why I enrolled with ITTT. Yeah, so there you go. Awesome. That's good to know. We're working really hard on getting, reviews on those major platforms because reviews are so important. And yeah, we work really hard for, customer satisfaction. That's pretty much number one, right? So cool. That's good to know. So you should see this discount link now show up in the comments, either on YouTube or on Facebook. And then if you click on that, you can get a 30% off discount if you apply through this link, and get one of our Tefl courses 30% off. So that's a really great deal. Don't miss it. If you're thinking about taking a course, now's the time. Okay, question number 7. Also very, very important that they are able to answer that. So which TEFL course is right for me? For most TEFL course providers will have at least 3 different kinds of courses: online, in class, and combined, right? So 3 different formats. There's different distinctions sometimes between online, in class, or nowadays like the online and in class gets merged, where it's like Zoom classes. It's like in class, but like on Zoom. So that's another one that's kind of popping up now. But yeah, so definitely check that out. Online, in class, and combined. So if you're just starting out in the TEFL world, right, and then you're asking the TEFL course provider, well, which course is right for me? Then if you only receive like an answer with links back, not so great, right? They should take the time asking you, what's your goal? What do you want to do with a TEFL? Like what direction do you want to go in? And then you go from there. Also, what's your budget? Where are you from? Are you able to take 4 weeks off? Yes, okay. Maybe the in-class course would be right for you. Are you currently working? Are you busy? Then maybe the online course is right for you. If you're near a combined course center, maybe you want to take advantage of that and take a take a combined course. Oh my God, can't talk. Take a combined course. So those are all the options out there, and they should take the time and really explain that to you, and then be able to, recommend the right option for you. Obviously, you are then free to make your own decision, but like at least they should be able to offer you, several reasons why this one is better than this one for you, or this is, in your case, that one's better, that one's better, and stuff like that. So yeah. I know that online is very popular and it's recommended, to a lot of people, especially because like nowadays, right, most people just take the online course. A lot of in-class courses are even canceled, unfortunately. So online is just a great option to go. And then there's different online options as well, right? So there's different TEFL course hours, right? So the standard one is 120 hours, but at ITTT, we offer anywhere up to 550 hours of training. So which course is right for you? Which one should you take? The 120 hour, the 550 hour, the 220 hour? Which one, So that's what any TEFL course provider should be able to help you with, making that decision. So, yeah. Ask them many, many questions, and they should be happy to answer them. And then oh, this is a good provider and I should go with that one. Okay. Question number 8. Do you and your staff have personal experience living, working, and or teaching English abroad? So that's also an important question to ask. And I actually added my own picture there. So that's me. It was like a couple of weeks ago and it snowed in Korea. But anyway, so like I said a couple of minutes ago, at ITTT, all of our staff have, lived, worked, taught English abroad. All of us. So we know exactly, what you're going through, what our customers are going through. And I think that's really what sets us apart, that our entire team is like that. And also most of our team works all over the world in different countries. So I'm in South Korea, so I really know, I'm especially familiar with the South Korea situation, in terms of teaching, the EPIC program, teaching in Korea, teaching in Asia. So I'm kind of that expert, East Asia expert. Then we have people, my colleagues that are in Thailand. They've taught there. One guy, he's been there, I think, 20 years. So he knows all about teaching in Thailand, Southeast Asia, as a British person or like a teacher, and so all of that. And then we have people, in Europe, in America. So we're really all over the place and are familiar with the different markets everywhere. So that's very important. And that's something that you should consider when choosing a TEFL or TESOL course. Are you going with a company like that? Or are you going with a company that, has their headquarters in New York, but everyone's just in New York and, maybe they took a gap year after university or something like that, or before university. Who knows? But that's just something to, gauge. But it's very important. Okay. Okay, then question number 9. What are my chances of landing a job with your TEFL certificate? So that's also a very important question that you should ask any TEFL or TESOL course provider before signing up for a course. What are my chances of landing a job with your TEFL certificate? And then they should be able to tell you honestly, and that's where honesty comes in, because everybody's different. And unfortunately, some laws and regulations don't allow people from, certain people to teach there, or like Europeans to teach there, or Americans to teach in Europe. There's so many different laws and regulations that for some people it can just be difficult to teach, where they want to teach. And a TEFL course provider just needs to be honest and upfront with that. Don't make any false promises. So if you're, let's say if you're like, you're American and you really want to go and teach, in Italy, well, it can be a little bit difficult because, in the EU, people tend to prefer hiring people with EU passports, because of, the paperwork can be very expensive to hire somebody from America. So that's something that a TEFL course provider should tell you. But then they should also tell you about, but there's an option where you can, for example, sign up for Italian language classes in Italy, and then you get a student visa, which also allows you to work. So that's what a lot of Americans do. Or there are many options like working holiday visas or teaching programs that specifically target people from North America in those places. So those are, that's what a TEFL course provider should tell you up front. All of this information. They shouldn't just say like, oh yeah, you can teach anywhere, our certificate, you can teach there, anywhere, when it's just not the truth. And so I think that's one of the most important things, and that's something you should really look out for. And also another great resource with this kind of stuff is, other fellow teachers. So things like blogs or Facebook groups. I mentioned this pretty much anytime, but like on Facebook, there's a lot of groups like English teachers in Korea, English teachers in China, anywhere. You can find groups like that. You can join, and then you can ask those questions, and then you can, compare that with the answers that you get from the TEFL course provider, and be like, well, who do you think knows that better or knows the truth? People who are actually there and doing it, or this TEFL course provider, so they should match, right? Those answers, if that makes sense. I hope I make sense. Sometimes I feel like I'm just rambling and it's too much in my head, but I hope it makes sense what I'm saying. So that's very important. And then we're moving on to the final question that you should ask before enrolling in a TEFL or TESOL course. And that is, what makes your TEFL or TESOL certificate better than others? So that's, it's an interesting question to ask, but they should have an answer for that. If you ask a provider, they should be able to say at least 3, 4, 5 different things why they are better than others, right? And at ITTT, we actually have an entire page of reasons why ITTT is the best TEFL course provider. I'm just going to drop that into the comments. So that's here. teflcourse.net/best-TEFL-course. And you can check out, I think it's almost 50 different reasons why you should go with ITTT. The page looks like that, like this. So definitely check that out. And that's something you should ask, and they should be able to answer that. So, for example, for ITTT, it's we've been in the industry since 1997, 1998, so very long time. We've been one of the first ones. All of our staff, lived and worked and taught English abroad. We're open to not only native English speakers, but also fluent English speakers from any background. There are no hidden costs involved in our courses. We offer lifetime job support. All different payment methods are available. You don't need a degree to take the course. There is no age limit, anything like that. So those are just a few of the reasons that make ITTT really stand out from the crowd. You can check out all, I think it's 47 reasons, nearly 50 on that website here, Best TEFL Course. So teflcourse.net/best-TEFL-course, and you can check them out. There's so many, many reasons why you should go with ITTT. And oh, Gwendolyn has a comment here. Gwen, I recently got a tutoring job and I haven't even finished my ITTT certificate yet. Well, see, there you go. That's awesome. So you got a job, but you haven't even finished the certificate yet. So that is awesome. I mean, that's a great success. And that's actually what a lot of people do. So you can start applying for jobs, right? Even while you're taking the course, and you can tell potential employers, hey, I'm currently taking the course. I'll be done soon. And then I can show you the certificate later. That's also possible. Awesome. Congratulations. That's great. Yeah, Moses also says congratulations. I love how supportive we all are. That's so great. Oh yeah, and Juliana says my tutoring platform also accepts ITTT graduates. Cool. What's your tutoring platform, Juliana? Could you share that with us? That would be really great. Maybe we can work together. Let me know. I'd be open to, a collaboration between your tutoring platform and ITTT. Why not? We can support each other. That would be awesome. All right, so this is the end. Now I'm open for a Q&A. You can ask me any question that you have about TEFL, TESOL, teaching, or Korea, or I don't know, anything that's on your mind. And also don't forget, you can scan this QR code to get 30% off. If you can't scan the code, I'm just going to share this link one more time. And even if you're watching the playback, look into the comments. You'll see this link, teflcourse.net. It looks like this. At the end, Facebook Live minus Linda. That's the link. Also on YouTube. Check it out. And you get 30% off any ITTT, TEFL, or TESOL course. That's a really good deal. Don't miss it. Oh, Irma's here too. Hi, Irma. Thanks for tuning in. You've been so quiet today. Didn't know you're here. Awesome. Irma also says congratulations to Gwen. Awesome. Yeah, so just want to share that again. Yeah. All right. So Juliana says, actually, I taught an ESL student from South Korea. Cool. All right. Christina, long comment. Okay. Christina says, this is really helpful. All these lives that you do are so helpful and informative and clear, and you deliver them so well, and it really makes sense, and you have a lovely way about you. Aw, you do this so well, and it really helps us on the path to choosing and learning and becoming certified in teaching. Thank you, Linda. Thank you so much, Christina. That's so sweet of you. That's really sweet. That means a lot because, before starting the lives, I was kind of worried. I don't really like being on camera that much. So in the beginning, it was kind of hard getting used to. But, and I sometimes don't know if I make sense when I talk. And, after a while, just rambling, I don't know. But your comment really, means a lot to me. And thank you so much. It encourages me too. Awesome. I really enjoy, now I really enjoy these lives. I really like coming on here, and especially because we have so many people that are tuning in week after week. It's the same people, and then we have new people coming in, and then it's just such a great community. It turned into such a great community, and we actually started that like a few lives before. We're like a TEFL family, right? And it's so nice. So I really appreciate that, Christina. It means a lot. Yeah, so that makes me feel really great, and makes me feel, makes me want to go and continue. So cool, go on and continue. Awesome. All right, so if there are no other questions, then I think I'm signing off. Oh, Irma. Oh, that's cool. Irma said, sorry for being quiet today. I'm currently at work, but I'm listening to your discussion. Oh, no, I was just kidding. I just didn't know you were here. I can't see exactly who's here. I just see how many people are watching. So good to see you. Next time just throw in a hi or something. That'd be great. So I know that Irma's here as well. But yeah, thanks so much for tuning in, and thanks so much for all you guys' support. You're always here. It just means so much. Gwen also says you're doing great. Going live is a nerve-wracking ordeal and no minor feat. Yeah, I know, right? And then I say this every time, but I have two laptops here. One is my presentation, one is this for streaming, and then I need to look at the comments. I need to look at I need to navigate everything. So sometimes it's overwhelming, but I'm starting to get the hang of it. And I just hope you enjoy them, and it's, it's useful for you. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Let me just make myself a little bit bigger. I think you can still scan the QR codes. What do you think about the QR codes anyway? We just started doing that not too long ago, and I don't know if it makes sense. Because I think nowadays, especially because of COVID, there's more and more QR codes nowadays in our lives. They kind of died down a while ago, and now they're, because of COVID, I feel like they're, I don't know why I'm whispering, but like because of the pandemic, they're kind of experiencing this revival, I feel like. So we're kind of using the QR codes, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. So thanks so much for tuning in today. Again, as always, I really enjoy you guys having you guys here and listening to what I have to say. And yeah, thanks so much for your support, and I wish you all the best. And if you're celebrating the Lunar New Year, have fun with it. Eat a lot of rice cakes or whatever you're eating. We are eating rice cake soup in Korea, so I'm excited for that. I'm already a little bit hungry. And yeah, then I'll see you guys next week. Next week, I think it'll be Friday again because there's no holiday or anything. So next week, tune in on Friday, but we'll also always share a post, in the Facebook group or on YouTube. You can check it out. So that you know exactly when we're going live and also the topic. And yeah, feel free to reach out to me personally at Linda Goes East on social media, on Facebook, anywhere. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Don't forget the 30% off link right here. Take advantage of the offer. If you're thinking about taking a course, now is the perfect time. And I appreciate you guys. You're so sweet. Thank you, Christina. You're welcome. Yes, keep going with it. Thanks. Yeah, I will. Juliana also says, thank you. I really enjoyed the session. Great. Moses, see you. Thanks so much. Irma says, I will send greetings next time. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, cool. All right. Thanks so much, guys. I'm tuning off now. And I'll see you next week. And if you have any topic requests, feel free to message me those. And then I can do a live session about that, whatever you wish to hear. And then I'll see you next week. And signing off now. Thanks, guys. Bye.